Hello, everybody. How's it going? How's it going? So now we're on a search for a giant robot that apparently is at this mountain. This is where we met the archaeologist guy who basically helped me scale Mount Bayon, I think it was? The last template. Because I needed to go through this platforming segment, which took me a while, and then a guy was like, dig, a giant robot is here, I have evidence, but it takes time. He also gave me a watch, so I think there's a joke in that. But as I was watching through some of my video, because of the dialogue, I completely overlooked, and also my memory is awful, so I literally forget things seconds later. The archaeologist's one I kind of don't really forget, but one of the guys, Nostradamus, that I had to go talk to because Slowpo, the other guy I needed to go talk to, told me to go find him at Yokon. He mentions go find this archaeologist guy who's excavating at Mount Kyojin. I was also found out that the giant robot is buried at Mount Kyojin. I believe it through other dialogue means, which then I later found out that's what this is, where I'm at. I forgot where someone said that. Some NPC said that in my video. Yeah. Slowpoke said it. Okay, I went back to him at the end, and he states this. That's what I thought. I knew someone said it. I just forgot if it was him or someone else. And there's me going to him because I'm watching a bit of my video just to get dialogue into my head. Because I completely forgot. I'm just bad with dialogue. Rockhedge, an entrance to a mysterious village called Guland, is on an island only an ancient giant of Mount Kyojin can take you there, as ships won't go there. And for some reason, when I read all that, it didn't sink into my head that's what the archaeologist guy said. Was talking about the giant. I didn't think about that for a second until I went back over dialogue from him, Nostradamus, and the archaeologist. Slowpoke, that is. And the archaeologist, till he mentioned that the archaeologist is digging at, or excavating at Mount Kyojin. So that's this building, or mountain. I'm not sure. He says I also need the miniature ability, which is Mini Ninja, to get through it. I'm assuming the spot where I need the spikes for, or I needed it for the spikes, because there was one segment where I needed to be small to get through some spikes. Because there's also a spot where I can go through with miniature. There's like two floors, one upper path and one lower path, and one of the paths literally is death. I don't know. He also gave me a watch, the archaeologist said, and he says like, dig, 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 there's a giant robot here, where's my robot? I have proof that it's here, it just takes time. Then he gave me a watch. I don't know if he literally means it takes time to dig, or if it's a joke that I have to figure out how to activate this watch, because it's a treasure. The Subcyclone and the key were used. The key helped me get stuff in that last dungeon I was in. The Gift of Love, I don't recall if that was a thing. I think that was just a thing that I used to get two couples back together. A couple back together. Because there was... I forgot the Romeo and Juliet people. The pun on Romeo and Juliet, which is what I think that is, because I realized that, because their names are... I forgot what their names are. I know one's Julia, but it's the couple. And they gave me an aura ball, or whatever. And I think they gave me the Gift of Love. But a lot of my treasure stuff are kind of things like it's automatic when I go over water, and I can ride a boat or whatever. So I'm not sure how to process the watch. I forgot about this part. Alright. I forgot I need a running start, otherwise I'm not going to get up there. Oh, that's right. Okay. Just remembering. Just remembering. I do the jump, then jumped again. Or I do that. Ah! There we go. Forgot about that. Forgot about that. So now, this is the last segment before the archaeologist, but it's several segments. I'm just not sure if I go to him or if I can find it around here. Because yeah, no, I can't just use it. Magiport? Oh no, Magidor. Yeah, no, oops, I didn't mean Magiport. Magiport takes me back to the last town I rested it. That was an accident. I confused the two. Jump those little the path there with the falling rocks that parts were going. Hello, Ninja Boy? What the hell are you doing? Wouldn't move. He literally would just not move. I was trying to bounce up and move. I'm like, what the fuck, controller? Of course. Wow. Now that's not gonna be as. None of these other runs are gonna be as perfect. Thanks to that. What the fuck was that? That's why D-pad annoys me sometimes. So anyway, how's everybody doing? I'm doing well. Work went well. Finally on the weekend. So we're hoping to get through Ninja Butt. You guys say anything? Going along the riverside, you'll see Arcadia Town, the biggest town in Michigan. It's a long way from here to Arcadia Town. There are many swampy places in the jungle. There's a river east of here. Going along the riverside, you'll see Arcadia Town, the biggest town in Mysteryland. It's a long way from here. Arcadia Town? Do they mean the town I was just in? I think that's Arcadia Town, the small little desert village thing that I came from. I don't know what he means by swamp, though. Swampy places. Unless he means the area with all the trees. But yeah, no, I just gotta figure out exactly... Do I go back to this guy? Again? I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. Like, he's helped me through this. I don't know what else I gotta do for him, and if he's gone now that I've done that dungeon or what. Yeah. Stupid pufferfish always hits me. I could easily jump, but yeah. hate those first. I gotta like be running to do that in order to dodge that effectively. Yay! I have to actually be. I told you, my first run was the best. I haven't played in a few days. Give me a sec. I personally just hate the walk back, that's all. Should be wearing off. Stretches where I gotta go left, right, down, left, down, left, down, left, down, left, down, diagonal, like little like diagonals around sometimes. That. Oh, I lost momentum. Don't you forget about me. Thank you. Oh man, I used to be able to. I had this down the other day, and I was doing all this. Now that I haven't done it, haven't done this since, and I haven't played in a few days. Oh, I definitely lost that. Like my platforming isn't bad. I'm just a bit. I don't know what was up with that bit where I couldn't climb that vine, because, you know, I have to die to the dumbest things. This part really annoys me. I just don't like it. It's not even that hard. Gotta punch fire in the face. Punch that fire in the face. Punch it in the butt. Uh-oh. Alright, give me a sec. Get me off. I heard. Give me a sec. Sorry about that. Oh, Jesus. The jump sometimes, I'm hating it. 'Cause the last thing I need is for it to eat my jump or me not do it far enough. I'm just being weird at this point. Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! Punch that thing. So yeah, here's the spot with the spokes that I need Mini Ninja for. It says I need Mini Ninja to clear Mount Kyojin. Now, I think that just leads me back to that spot there. We can always take it another time after I beat this one, just to see what he says when I get back to him. Hey, Trika, what's good? What's good? How are you, man? It's going well. How about you? Just being micro. Just being Mini Ninja. Mini Ninja. But it's going good. It's going good. Doing pretty good. That's good. That's good. Das Gouda. We're riding a skeleton boatman on air mid-air. So when I last spoke to you, where was that? Oh, God. No! Why did I do that again? I did that the other day when I played. Fuck me, you assholes. When I last spoke to you, where was it, Monster Hunter? Yeah? Motherfucker, I hate that I died there again. Oh, that's so far. Ugh. I don't even know what I'm doing is correct. That's why I didn't want to die there. The only reason I did that is so I can try to just get that last pixel, too. That last pixel jump. Wow, how far did you make it now? Oh, you're asking me when you last spoke to me, where was I at Monster Hunter? Is that, or am I reading that wrong? I don't even remember. I know you were talking about fighting Elder Dragons and such, but I don't remember exactly. Forgot, you forgot. So anyway, I think you were talking about a bunch of Elder Dragons. I don't know if that was the last exact. I know you said you were grinding Nergi, but I don't remember exactly. You beat the main game and I just killed Coral Pookie Pookie. It was really cool. They both are assholes. Pookie Pookie and the Nightshade, they're both fucking assholes. Probably not now so much for me because I've gotten a lot better since I started the DLC, but glad that you're on the DLC now. Now you're gonna start getting some really good stuff once you start beating some of them. I do recommend the Tigrex armor. The alpha set, if you want to get the free meal, which is 75% to not consume a drink or a food item, which is pretty OP. Also, the armor is pretty damn good. But yeah, good GG though. Yeah, they're assholes at first. Oh my god! What is happening? Well, in order for that, that's what I heard it was good. It's good, that's what I like, yeah. Okay, in order for that to have happened, my character was not moving. I was running. Artemis Harbor. Oh, nice. So that means my character stopped. The fuck? Game, just let me through. I don't want to have to spend like 2 hours doing this again. This part's bad enough with how long it actually is. Because the last fucking platforming side-scrolling section's like 3 sections. Of course I died. That was the last one I was on. Next monster I have to fight is the bear. Oh. Have fun with him! Him and the Tigrex love to charge around like the fricking Diablos do. Have fun with that. He's probably easy for me now. Or easier for me now. I recommend flashing them. From my experience, flashing monsters that charge back and forth mitigate a lot of that. If you don't already use flash pods so much, for monsters I find, when, especially the Diablos or the Tigrex, since they don't fly, it's really good to, because it prevents a lot of their fucking bullshit. Because when they just run around back and forth like that, they fucking destroy you. I mean, I could easily not do so much attacking and avoid a lot of their charging back and forth, but he does that so much more than the Diablos does. You don't use pods at all? Huh. Flying enemies must be a pain for you, unless you're, well, you do fly. Never mind. You do have the insect glaive that probably mitigates that. Well, seeing as I don't use that, that's probably why. But for enemies who charge back and forth, I could easily probably just focus on dodging it all and then attack, but they do it so much more than the Diablos does. Half the time I go to attack and they do start charging around circles. I'm just afraid that if I just dodge it a bunch and then attack, they're just not going to let me get much damage in, and it's going to take a while. So flash potting it just prevents them from running around like derpy idiots. Yeah, I forgot that you're insect glaive. Honestly, even if you have that, it's still nice to have on certain fights, though, because it mitigates it mitigates quite a bit of movement. And it even brings down flying enemies, such as Legiana or, you know, the Rathalos, or Rathian. It brings them down to an extent to enable you to damage them a bit. But if you don't need it, cool. But yeah, you may not need it too much. You may have easier time, but I just want to help you so you're not just sitting there trying to fight a monster and he's just bullshitting and your fight's taking longer than you would desire. Instead of like making it a 40-minute battle, it might take it down a bit, for all I know. For me, it would seem like it would probably take like 40 minutes just because I'm already not the greatest at dodging as is in Monster Hunter. And I'm sure there's a lot of ways of getting like dodging easier. I'm just not good at it. I know my weapon has like a back step that I can use, but I completely just forget about that move half the time. It's like left stick and attack. I completely forget about that. Was doing a crossover quest for, yeah, I did that the other day actually. When I streamed, the last I streamed, I think, of Monster Hunter, I did the Artemis quest for the Monster Hunter movie. You fought a Black Diablos and the Rathalos. I did that the other day. Probably a lot longer if you're bad at it, yeah. I'm sure people who are good with the great swords are probably quicker. But it took me a while anyway to beat it with the axe. I mean, the Rathalos was a pain. Just because of how big it is, all I had to do was just keep jumping. I normally fight them right up in their feet or face, and since the Rathalos was so huge, I couldn't really sit there and attack it the way I normally do. And seeing as when he's smaller, he jumps, but it's not as dangerous. With that giant version, he just kept stomping me and just annoyed me. Because normally his normal version fight, I don't stand so close to him. Like, his feet-wise. I stand, like, the positioning I'm, like, by his head, and seeing as his feet are near, like, since he's not as big, his feet and head aren't that far apart. So I can usually hit a mixture between his entire middle section there. Not have to worry about too much about him. But damn, man, that thing was huge! Wonder why they made him so damn big. It was cool, though. I still have to see the movie. Yeah, so I did try out the Charge Blade in the arena, and it was a lot of fun. I'm glad you're enjoying other weapons, too. I hate that part. That part's annoying. I'm glad you're liking other weapons. I also, like, I forgot to switch my weapon when I first started the Artemis, or the movie quest, so I was using the dual blades at first, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna do bad, and then I died. It's like, fuck that. Tried out the bow again for the last time, and decided no matter how much I want to like it, I just don't like it. I've not used the bow yet. But I'm not much for range, I'm usually close range combat. I'm usually close quarters combat, not range combat, so I can understand that. But I will plan on trying out every weapon in the near future. I hate that. Damn it.
Punch that fire. Punch it. Punch its balls.
Whoa!
Punch its balls. Punch that ball.
No! I wasn't high enough. Oh, come on. Your fucking jump, Ninja Boy. You are totally fucking fine there. People have big numbers, and then here I'm doing 23 with a rarity 11 bow, and that's a critical as well. Well, I mean, I honestly don't know what else they're using to make things do more damage. Maybe they're using weakness? I don't know. But, like, oh. Hammer is amazing. I'm just not good at it anymore, but the hammer is amazing. And still, when I was using the hammer late game, too, like, past end game, I was only doing, like, 30s, 20s, and 30s, and I'm like, I feel like I should be doing a little bit more. And now that I got a better switch axe, even before that, once I started using the Diablos axe, I was doing like 30s and 40s. And even now I'm doing like 40s and 50s and some 30s and having my occasional 200 hit damage at the, like my last combo attack is like 200 damage or 300 damage. So I'm doing a lot more DPS than I ever was. And it already is more DPS on top of it because it's a faster weapon and swings more. But there's also a lot of there's a lot of attacks with the hammer I did not ever really do. But the hammer is amazing. You buff it, and then you do the aerial spin thing. Sideways cartwheel spin. Oh my god, that is fucking amazing. That's why half the time with the hammer, I focus on trying to slide off like down a slope. Because that jump is godly. Especially if you freaking just smack someone in the face with it. The amount of times I've gotten Nergigante smacked directly in the face and just destroyed him because of that. Yeah. It's also very good if you do the normal jump. Not the aerial jump, but the normal just like jump off a cliff and do a jump attack. That's really good. Couple that with a jump gem. The gem that ups your jumping damage. That really, really fucks monsters up. 'Cause I've seen people destroy with the hammer like that. But the aerial spin to win is so good. Yes, and you break his face and again and again. Because if you were to watch some of my older videos, when I start to get decent with the hammer from the beginning onward to end game, and then even after I've beaten, like, I struggle with Nergi at first and some of the Elder Dragon and Xenoshiva at first, but once you watch me starting to actually get better and beat those guys, no problem, each time after that, in my buddy and my co-ops, that's all I try to focus on until I start getting spammed. Because a lot of the times I'll get hit. Every time I try to go the slide, they usually know what I'm trying to do, so they always hit me. But, like, aerial spin, it's so good. When I'm able to get it off, though, I fuck their face up. And another reason why I wanted to switch to Switch Axe is so I can focus on tail cuts. Because I had a hard time hitting jaws, so it made it hard for me to get teeth. Because I needed, Valhazik's teeth for a hammer. And I was like, I'm not getting this with this weapon. Easy. I know there's an attack where you can thrust your hammer upward, but I'm not good at, like, pulling that off consistently. It's not that hard, I'm just not good at certain moves, which is why I don't play fighting games, because I can never pull them off in combat. I'm just not good at combos. Action games I love, but I'm not very good at, like, say, Devil May Cry's combos or any of that. A lot of the times I can never really pull them off consistently, or I just spam. If you watch me play with the axe, I basically just spam triangles and circles and R1 a lot of the time. I know some of the combos in Monster Hunter aren't even that like crazy, but when it comes to games where it's like Devil May Cry or God of War, where they are combo games, where some of the combos aren't exactly crazy, but they are, like, if you don't master some of them, you won't be able to pull off some of the cooler moves. I'm not good at that stuff, because I can't even remember half the combos either. Yep. I can't even remember, and especially fighting games, where it's all about knowing combos and how to pull off them in succession. Like, I see some people could just sit there and corner you and just pull off all these crazy-ass moves. I can't do that. I don't have this is why I spam. Because I don't have the dexterity with my fingers to pull off these crazy moves. I can't just hit left, right, triangle, down, up, blah, 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 blah. I can't do all that. No. Half the time even when I go slow and I'm trying to do it, my fingers freeze up and I hit the wrong buttons. I'm bad with that kind of stuff. I also don't play fighting games because I'm normally the kind of guy who doesn't like to practice. So I just go in trying to get better through that, and I'm barely decent at story mode, much less an actual fight. There isn't many combos at all for any of the weapons. I just have poor memory, so I can't sit there and just memorize some of the string that the combos do have. So I just spam the ones that I do. And there's not really many. There's probably like 3 or 4 more that I probably don't use, but I also just don't like to practice. I just don't. I like to practice as I do story or play the game, not go to the training grounds. That's just not my thing. Because I don't get better in that regard. I need something moving so I can actually practice on how to focus combos while an enemy is actually on the run or something. I'm sure there are weapons that have more combos. I wouldn't know too much because I've only used the hammer and Switch Axe. Primarily. Okay, thanks. I've done it before, but I just personally like to just fight. Because it's just, I'm just not into that. I've done it before. I've trained there for like a good 10 minutes on the longsword and the insect glaive, but it's nice because, yeah, you can see the string of combos to an extent. But then I've also looked up the lists for weapons, and I just can't. I just don't have the brain and memory, short-term memory to remember them. And personally, as long as I can consistently fight some of these monsters, I really don't care. Yeah, I'm never gonna be a god at these games. I know that. Not like some people. I'm never. Oh my god, I didn't even. My foot was on it! I did not pixel foot. My pixel foot was on that. You son of a bitch. My pixel foot was on that. Not my entire foot. A pixel of my foot. Hey, Grizz, how you doing? Getting killed. By a dumb part. Again, that I've done. Because I want to see if it gives me any more progression. Because Y, then B, then Y, B for chunky hit damage, yeah. Yeah, mine's essentially triangle, 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 circle, circle, circle kind of thing, and then I hit like a mixture of R1 to transform my axe, and then I just do a bunch more of those. Half the time I don't even really do all the transform much anymore, because my one combo does, the ending combo does about 200 to 300 damage, so I focus that more primarily, but when I do switch, it's usually triangle, triangle, circle, circle, circles, R1, or whatever the combo is. Thank you for the 32 biddies! Where is my alert? I didn't hear my alert. Interesting.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
How was your day? I had a good day. Work was good. Finally on the weekend. Hopefully to not play this part for an hour like I have already. Yay. I haven't played... I rested yesterday, so I am fully awake now. Yesterday I was running off of... I went from Wednesday and Thursday with little sleep. Because I didn't go to bed much at all on Tuesday. Because I was watching... I streamed late, and then I chilled with Chocolate Chip because my body was just like, you're not sleeping, even though I'm laying down. And then I passed out shortly after he raided you. And then... Wednesday night, I stayed up late. And I was hanging out with, Or not Wednesday, Thursday, sorry. Thursday night, I came home and hung out with with Rusky Ragna. Chill with him for a little bit, and then laid down, passed out. I was gonna go eat my food, and then passed out. And here we are. I woke up at, like, midnight yesterday. I'm like, oh, alright, I'm fully awake now. But then I passed back out and woke up at 6, so I got in quite a bit of distance. Over Sword and Shield, which is... shame, because you basically use Sword and Shield most of the time. Yeah. I haven't really used the Sword and Shield weapon. I love my axe, though. Axe is so good. Jumping over the pufferfish! But how was your streams last night, my friend? I also chilled with Chocolate Chip earlier, watching him play some Isaac. So it's good. It's good seeing him. Now he's sleeping. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Gotta get them charge files. You really satisfying it. Yeah. I don't know, I haven't really used Sword and Shield much at all. I know the it the... My buddy Zero used it a little bit. He knows a bit more about the combos for that than I do. So he's kind of explaining a bit on the files for the Sword and Shield mode. I just want to attack. I mean, I'm sure I probably would be one of those guys where it's like, I don't care about mechanics, because I'm one of those guys who kind of doesn't sometimes. Yeah. Which is why I really am not a big fan of the grip claw. Same thing with like the... At first I was like one of those guys who was heavily against the flash pods and all those, because I'm not one of those people who really use tactics in action games. So there's I'm probably dampening myself on a lot of good damage that I could potentially do, and I also I love the gem slots that you put on your, or the gems that you put on your weapons and armor, but I also hate them at the same time sometimes. Because all I want is being able to do more damage to monsters and stun them and slugger them and exhaust them and shit to make me do more damage when they're stoned, yes, when they're not being able to move or whatever. But I also want other things too. Don't you dare, you fucker. I hate this jump now. Why is this jump being annoying? Why is this segment being annoying? I almost made it too. Like I was on the last part when I jumped into the spike. Like a derpy ass derp. I'm really trying to work on my annoying rage moments because otherwise I would start screaming things. Not screaming, but saying things. Like, fuck, I life, I suck at everything. My usual. No, I really don't mean that half the time, I'm just angry. I hate this, that, fucking annoying. Like, come on. I know you can to jump there, but I stopped so I didn't overrun the thing. And you can jump on water, but like, God, I just hate that. Like, why am I dying to these parts? I know why I'm dying. I'm trying too hard. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry I'm dying. The first run was the best. The third run or fourth run was the best. And then now I just keep dying. If I wouldn't have died to that spike, I probably would have made it. And that first run was the best because I made it all the way to the second to last section without a death. I don't know. That area that I just died at is something I'm not consistent with sometimes. Like, I know I was when I was first doing this, like a couple days ago when I last streamed this, but now it's just like, seeing as I took that day off yesterday and haven't played, my body's just like... I'm surprised I even did well. It took me a while to get through this, but I'm surprised with how sleepy I was. Yeah, that's also what was dampening, like, me remembering certain sections that I've already been to. And if I just didn't have short-term memory with dialogue and town names, I'd be fine with RPGs. My biggest issue is I also don't pay attention to layouts, so I don't pay attention to where places are or surrounded or the sections that they're in. Like, so I don't pay attention to what something looks like, and then I forget where the town is, and I also don't pay attention to town names. Like, I see it in dialogue, but then I just don't remember it. I have to play the game enough times, or a couple of times, or it has to be an easier name for me to remember. And some of these names aren't even hard, it's just I haven't played this game enough. Because I can remember other RPG town names, but even if I were to play it enough, like I can barely remember some of the names in some of the Final Fantasy games. Hell, there's monsters in Phantasy Star Online I probably don't even remember the names of. And I played that game more than pretty much any other game that I know of. I play Pokemon a shit ton of times and I can't even tell you half the badges sometimes. Or even the names. I'm forgetting a lot of the Pokemon names. If I just had better memory, that would be easier for me. Or if I was just good with names. My biggest issue is I'm bad with names. Oh my goodness. So are you grinding in Monster Hunter right now, or are you just enjoying watching me play? I need to take all those unicorn bits, send them your way, my friend. I really do. Damn it. Don't eat my momentum. Thank you. That's annoying because I gotta make that jump. I can't bounce on that at all. Come on. Come on. We got this. We got this. I'm not bad at platformers. To be honest though, I never thought of myself as a great gamer in most things anyway. I consider myself decent, but good lord. Good lord, my failing was. I fancy myself a decent gamer, not no pro. There's no such thing to me. Oh, thank God. That jump was really annoying. Punch that fire! Punch, punch, punch! Hey-ya. Whee! I like making weird noises when I platform. It runs in the family. You should see what we all do on the thing where we like lift our leg when we platform. It's weird. Like that's actually helping making weird noises. It's just like whenever I do a long jump, it's like I need to. A boing, a boing. Whee! Pant like a dog. Ah. No. Probably gonna get to this guy and he's gonna be like, fuck you. Oh, wrong thing.
Micro penis.
Micro ninja. Now I Naruto run to victory. I don't know what I would do if I ran out of micro or MP for this part.
I'd be fucked. Whee!
Be honest, if you go down that route there, you're fucked. I think. There might be like that little pixel that you can jump there, but like, why though?
Punch the box.
Boing! Wow. just wow. Oh, I forgot about that upper spot. I don't know if that means anything. I just don't know how to get past that thing anyway. Punch! Okay, good. Oh god, no, not this jump. I forgot how much this place just continues. Yeah, what's this? Oh, my banana has the shape of a human being. I knew it. Look, I finally found the ancients' Moose People's giant, and it still moves. The watch I gave you before is the controller. I knew it. I called it, because he also said it takes time. And he gave me a watch. I knew it. My goodness, is this it? I wonder how it moves. Give him an order through the mic attached to the watch, that's all. Let us use this giant Dr. Archeo, I was gonna call him. Dr. Archeo, because he's an archaeologist. We must get to Glan's. My, it sounds serious. Go ahead and use it to get the scoundrels. Give him an order through the mic now. Big bot, let's go to Rockhedge. Oh, not my mic, sorry. What? How do I access it? Oh. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. I knew it. That's what I had to do. So good. Fuck random encounters. Fuck everything. There's probably sky encounters though, right? Yes. Is this part of the dungeon? Is this ain't your typical music. Yup. This ain't your typical town music. I'll take it, sure. Yes. Alright. Oh. This place looks like it's snowy. Oh, get fucked, buddy. Get fucked. Don't you dare try to rocket punch me, asshole. I have a rollout. Ah, what the hell? I was hitting you, you douche nozzle. Sure. As long as you don't rape me. Ah! Wrecked. Well, that's not fair. You didn't want to fucking get hurt nor knocked down. Oh, come on. God damn it. I hate these things. The moment that second one appeared that made this guy... I would have killed him if it weren't for him. Can we destroy that block, please? Can you not fucking interfere? Dude! Making this thank you. Making this fight take longer. I mean, you give me quite a bit of experience, so fuck off. Alright. I don't have a lot of MP left. But that's fine, because I should have healed. But I can go and heal in case I die. What? There's a path there. Come on, really? Ah, my God. It's one of those. It's one of those where I gotta go around. What are those? Hello? God, why is there a path places when you won't even let me take it? Oh. Yeah, I'll take it. I need to get some decent experience in. Can you not? I hate you guys. Ball? Come here. Hey, SRT guy, how are you? Nothing. Just got a giant robot. Now we're in a new dungeon. New dungeon. We got giant mech. Now we are in a new dungeon. Beating the crap out of moving pyramids. How goes it, man? How was your day today? Yeah. It's nice seeing you with that PSO bit badge there. I really should have somebody. I really should hire somebody to make some PSO bit badges, not just take some off the internet. Or make one of them and have it change colors depending on the amount of our tiers or different, you know, like how some people do, depending on how many subs you have or bits you've dropped. Because I know my buddy, after subbing for me for so long, he's got a pair of swords from Phantasy Star Online. But I should really have someone just make it, make one and change its color a bunch for different tiers. I should do the same for bit badges. And do weapons instead of hiccups, please. PSO section IDs. Because I just found those off the internet. I think that would actually look better. Because the pair of swords I have is just a red dual sword. So it's 2 blades. I think I can have someone do that for me and have it change its color for each tier or each sub goal or whatever it is. So one tier could be like a blue pair, red pair, a green pair, a pink pair, a yellow pair. Oh, or I could just make it pairs. Anyway. That stupid platforming segment took me like a dumb hour because I haven't played in a couple days or a day, and my brain or my body was like not used to doing that platforming like I was the other day when it took me like forever to get through it. So I had to get my hands ready for that, and took a bit, but I did it. Yay! And I called it when I went there, because I went there the other day to go talk to that archaeologist to go get me through a dungeon. And I'm like, if I go back to him, because he mentioned that there's a giant robot that he's trying to go for. Another NPC mentioned that the temple is Mount Kyojin, the name of it, that I need to find this guy. Someone else mentioned that there's a giant robot at this thing, and he even stated himself that that's what it was. So I just had to go to him again. And by takes time, I guess that's the game's way of telling you got to do this twice. So that's why I did it twice. Because I was like, there's no other thing, unless it's literally me digging somehow. But they've given me no way of doing that, so I figured it's what he had to do. And he also gave me a watch. At first, I'm like, the watch is a clue that it takes time, I guess. But I can't use key items in that regard. They're just things that happen by like a boat or whatever. I go in the water and it pops up. Or in this case, the giant robot will happen if I'm on land. So yeah, I don't know if that was just the game's way of being subtle. But yes. Motherfucker, I didn't even move! You can't just do that, game! That's the first time. That's several times it's happened in this playthrough. But I've never... In any other RPGs, do you literally run into a fight just by standing there? Oh my god! You're lucky I'm low on MP! You're just lowering my MP further. I'm not gonna have any for a boss fight if there is one here. Ooh, Ultimate Scroll in the treasure box. The scroll explains how to defeat Nargi. Only one sword can work on the Wicked Beast. It's called the Feather Sword, which was inherited ages ago in the Horizon Gate.
Nice.
So we're gonna... Oh, yeah, I can't use it in here, can I? That sucks balls. Alright, cool. Horizon Gate. Horizon Zero Gate. Mother... Feather Sword. Horizon Zero Gate. Don't know... I think now that I've gotten this robot, I can go access the walled off area. There's a giant area. There's an area with a big wall. Motherfucker, can I get that? Can you not spam that? And I died. Oh, I'm alive. Well, that was rude. Because you guys wouldn't let me get... Fucking pyramids, you guys are easy, but no, you wanted to spam that. What the hell, game? Give me. I swear. So what is everybody up on for tonight? What is everyone doing this weekend?
I'm just gonna relax and stream a bunch.
Bunch of this, beat this, hopefully, stream some Monster Hunter. Probably some other things, I don't know. Then I gotta practice some FNAF 4, so I can try to get better at it to actually learn some, the AI, so that way I can stream that and not have to be, like, spending forever freaking out. Not that I'm, like, scared of the game or anything, it's just loud noises or certain bursts of things that when I mishear something, I don't want to be, like, doing this to prevent them from startling me, because I get more startled than I'm scared. It's just also, it's in my head, like earphones, so it's, like, loud. Because I gotta have it loud so I can hear certain sounds. And when they actually do the jump scare, it's loud, and that's what gets me more than the actual scare itself. But a few times after a little bit, I'll get used to the whole like jump scare. But it is also different than the other FNAFs, where it was just like, oh, you're gonna die? Meh. The other jump scares were literally just like, meh. And then these ones are like, oh, you didn't hear the right timing. You opened the door and bah! That's why I mean, I'm also easily startled. So, like, if someone comes up behind me right now and puts their hand on my shoulder and I don't hear them, I'll literally get jump scared. That's kind of like what it is to me. So if I mishear something and I'm not going to expect that they're going to be there, it startles the shit out of me. And it more annoys me than it scares me because it actually acts up my heart. And then my heart's racing, and then I don't like that feeling. So I want to actually try to practice that so I can understand what's going on. And I'm sure as much as you guys would like to see all that, I'd rather not be it on camera. And then have FNAF enthusiasts be like, oh, you gotta do this and that, and blah, blah, blah. It's just not fun for me. Hells, I remember when the original FNAF games startled me at first, and then their jump scares are so pathetic I got used to it after like the third or second time. I mean, I'm always startled by things I don't expect though. But now that I know what comes in those earlier games, of course. Here's the thing, though, in FNAF 4, though. You can get startled by when you mishear breathing, and you open the door, they're there, they're going to startle you. But if you're also paying too much of attention to one side, the other side will come through, and I don't know when that... I don't know all the AI patterns, because then you got to pay attention to when they're running, because one side of your headphones are going to have, like, footsteps, and then you got to go to that side of the door. So if it's on your... if you hear footsteps on your left side, you're going to go to the left door, or whatever, and you don't... If you're not... It's a lot of management, so if you're not paying attention to that management, someone will get into your other side and startle the shit out of you. And that scares me more than more than pretty much anything, because I don't expect it. And a lot of the times I can't even really pay attention to that because I'm hearing other things. That, and you got to pay attention to your closet where Foxy's located, and like, I just don't want to deal with it all. I'm not a big fan of FNAF 4 for that reason. Because I'm a coward. Oh, wait. Oops. I think I was supposed to go up there. Yeah. Ugh. I hate random encounters sometimes. Like, come on, just let me avoid it all. God damn it, game, please. I hate the positioning of things. Like, I have to go take the longer way around, and it's so annoying. I just wish games didn't do that. I wish people didn't... Creators didn't do that. Just make it so you can go through some of these areas instead of having to make the player go all the way around. Like that! Come on! That path is obviously openable. Like, seriously. So we went through that. Unless this literally links to it. What, didn't I just come out of this? Yes, I did. Thought so. So that's all this was here for? Was that? Okay. We also have to make it to Ghoul Land. Unless this is that. I thought I came out of here, but just in case. Just in case. I know. I'm bad. My memory's bad, but it's not even that, because I knew I came out of that action. But it confused me that I went from there to there. So that's why I was like, why did I... Wait, my brain, like, that's why I walked that way, because I didn't think about it for a second that I went into that side, came out from that side, and then I'm like, wait, I didn't go into that side. My brain just derped. That's all it is. So I gotta figure out... Oh my god, can I please... No, I don't want to stretch. Looking tense. I'm not tense. Just annoyed at my own annoyance. That connected, and my brain derped and forgot that, oh yeah, I needed to go down there, but it connected, so I don't need to go down there. Nah, I'm fine stretching, it's no problem. I'm fine stretching, it's no problem, as long as people don't spam it. I had a dude spam it 3 times in less than 3 seconds. And then he got timed out. Just because he was literally stopping the gameplay. But I appreciate it, thank you. I'm not tense as in I'm mad. I'm just like annoyed more by this random encounters, and I'm just annoyed by the fact that the area is designed the way it is. People spam your hydrate. I mean, I'm sure just took a bottle at that point. I mean, that's fine, but I constantly don't want to just go and then put it down and then I'm not gonna chug a Red Bull nor water, but like I don't want to just start stopping the gameplay literally every 1.5 second. Each time I chug one something and then I chug another and then I chug another and then it's not funny. It really isn't. People may think it's funny, but it's really not. It's a drink. It may not be technically hydration, but I'm not dehydrating. Dehydrating? Dehydrated. Bleh. I'm not dehydrated. Hey, I normally get up and get a bottle of water. When people use hydrate, I usually get up and grab water. There's only one other time, I think, or maybe twice, that I was like, fuck it, I got Red Bull next to me. I'm just drinking that. But I'm also used to just sitting here. I'm used to playing games for long periods, even as a kid, without, going to the bathroom often or getting up to stretch, or without drinking. Because I used to sit in my front room in a chair so much that we used to have one of those beer hats, and I used to use that to hydrate. Not beer, but I used to have Kool-Aid in a cup in one of those beer hat things with the straw. And I used to sit there and just use that to be lazy as fuck. Ah, the good old days. But I'm used to sitting in my chair for prolonged periods. In a normal, it's not really it's an office chair. One of those, office chairs that have some padding, but it's not a wooden chair that you're sitting on. So I'm used to sitting in a decently comfy chair. Because my old room in my old house, I used to have one of those in my room instead of a gaming chair. And, man, that chair has seen so much ass that it literally lost its padding. God damn it. But if you need me to hydrate, I actually have bottles of water on my bed. To grab. When I'm down to stretch, just all I ask is I just don't want people to spam it literally not even within seconds apart from each other. Some dude has spammed it 3 times back to back. Spammed it once, I did it. Spammed it again, and then spammed it again 3 times right then and there, stopping the gameplay, and it was just that kind of stuff frustrates me. I also hate repetitive things, like sounds, noises, things. That's why random encounters are annoying me when they're this back to back. But it's nothing against you, it's just my personal issues that I have that. There it is, squares to call you. So now we have to head to Ghouland. Can we go faster? So now we need the fucking sword. So I just gotta figure out if there's any other spaces I can land. I know it's back that way. I don't know what's over here. I don't technically think I can land on this. I have a feeling this is probably got some high-ass level monsters or something. Why else would that be there? Knowing my luck. What am I fucking flying in anyway? fucking Power Rangers, giant ass mech.
Mecha. Mecha. Smecha.
I'm gonna go rest. Let's go rest. What town is this? Yeah, it's this town. It's the town where everyone knew they were standing still like weirdos. It's the town with Romeo and Julia, isn't it? Or Romeo and Juliet? Aside from that, I don't think there's any other NPC I need to talk to. I think Nargi does have the last Aura Ball. I don't think there's a way on the... I just loop. I love this though. This fucking robot is great. Desert. It allows me to also see where I've been to a lot easier way. Just to get a clear idea of what I can and cannot do outside of this thing now. Yeah, I looped. So that was Edo Village. So yeah, we can land in here now. I don't know what else that does for me, though. What is this? I can't land there, though, obviously. But cool, I just wanted to see what that was. I couldn't tell if that was stairs. Fat! Oh, don't give me that. So how am I supposed to access this if I can't have you land here, you fat robot? Well, I can't just go... I can't go there. You're fine here, though. Yeah, it reminds me of Final Fantasy, alright. Plap. So there's a mountain that I go through to get to wherever that is. It looks like a dead end, though. I mean, I can land up there, but I can't go anywhere from there. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can go anywhere from here. Unless I literally have a way to sit there and take these little sub-passages, but I don't have the boat. I can't just take the boat in water. I need to go off of a port. Okay. Well, I guess I go through here. I don't know if I go here at all, but I'm going through here. Just, I don't know if... Oh, dang it. Oh, okay. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, God. gain momentum! Hey-ya. Wow. Wow. Hey, how about actually hitting it? Ninja boy! Wow, I'm like right under it. Come on. Really? Alright, fuck you then. Like, I don't even... The hitboxes for some of those sometimes. That fucking fire is lazy. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to land there if you literally... I have to move. I have to get that on the screen more. So he can move. Because he's literally not gonna move if I don't get the screen showing. That's a bunch of nonsensical nonsense. Mystical adventure with Ninja Boy. Super Ninja Boy mystical adventure. What is this hitbox on this? Oh my god. Really? Game? My character just literally like floats on the thing. There we go. I like that. When I go to jump off of it, he like floats there for a second on it. What is happening downstairs right now? I hear freaking running. Oh, momentum! Don't make me beat your ass! You lazy piece of fire! Oh no! Damn it! That fire juked me. That fucking fire had to show up. Thank God for this. Because now I can say fuck traversal. And go anywhere I fucking want. Okay, so this platforming section ain't as bad. It could hopefully not as bad as the one where I had to go for the archaeologist. That one was a long stretch of different platformer sections. And it was rough the first time through. I got it somewhat. It took me like an hour to get reacquainted with it all, but that's because I slept the other day and didn't stream yesterday, and my body was wasn't ready for that, and like I had to familiarize myself with everything. But once I got it down, like I would have beaten it within that first attempt, but my character didn't jump on a vine and whatnot, and I was just making a lot of dumb mistakes, but that's okay. We'll get it. We'll get it. I just wish that fire wasn't there, because I can't see some of the platforms when they're off screen like that. So I gotta like get them on screen. It's really annoying. Same with like part of this. That's why I gotta get this one partially on screen so he doesn't sit there and just back and forth right at the edge, because that's kind of bulldunkus. So is this part right here. This part's bulldunkus. Wait, I can't even see. Okay, that's not Neither is that one. Was it? Yeah, it was that one. All right, yeah. See, I jumped too soon. I mean, look at that. That guy can't. I can't jump on that. Not until he's far enough away or the thing is on screen enough so he can go further. Oh my god. All right. Aha! Science Town! Welcome to the city of computers, Compute Town! I don't compute. This is the control center of Futureland. If the city is destroyed, the whole country will be paralyzed. Hey, Al! We got the giant mech robot. Remember that guy I kept dying to with the... Not the guy, but remember the platforming section I kept dying to and I talked to that archaeologist? Who helped me get into that other... that one tower that I needed to go through? Where I fought the just normal enemies? I don't know. But, he mentioned something about a giant robot being here and it just takes time. So we did that. It took about an hour for my body to be reacquainted with the entire platforming section because I slept yesterday. I didn't play it all on stream. We made it back to him and now I got a giant mech robot. That's where I'm now in Future Town. Because it was I'm sure you saw me go by it where I mentioned that it was like a giant area with a wall. I don't know if you saw that when I was playing it the other day, but it was it's an area with a giant wall, and there's no, and I was trying to, at the end of the stream, I was like, okay, I either got to take a submarine to go from underneath. No, the only way into it was the robot. Funny thing is, the guy also mentions that he's looking for this thing, and it just takes time. The clock that he gave me is actually the thing that controls the robot. I don't know if the game is trying to be smart. Subtle game, subtle. But we did it, and I figured this, and I love that I figured all this out on my own. Like, I did not look anything up. The only time I used this map was for the watery segments where I don't know where certain parts of these continents are in relation to each other when I'm in the ocean. I'm better when I'm on the land. That's how it was with Final Fantasy II. Like, until I gotten used to where the ocean segment's located in relation to other spots, I'm not good at that because it's a vast open ocean, especially when there's no landmarks in sight and you're in the middle of the ocean. I'm not gonna know where I just was, especially because there was that one time when I tried doing it and I looped. I went to one side and then I literally came out from the other end. So that's why I was like, fuck, I'm using the map. But other than that, I figured out this whole game on my own. And that makes me so bad. So good. How have you been, man? I just said that makes me so bad. Whole country be paralyzed. So now we're in a town called Compute Town. I don't compute. Look at this chick, she's badass. I'm pooped. I haven't gone home for a month because my boss gave me a huge pile of work. Sorry to hear that, but you look hot. You look cool though. I was gonna say you look hot. You look cool though. Cool with them shades. This fucking this old man is everywhere. Good lord. Are you like the Officer Jennies and Nurse Joys of this game? Jesus Christ. Same thing with all RPG freaking peoples. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to explore more. I had people to talk to, you jerk. Whee! I can't control this. I wanted to go talk some more. Why does this have random encounters? What the fuck is this guy? Is this guy playing football? I'm on a moving train. Is this guy playing football or hockey? Oh, hello. Well, rip. Bye-bye. Oh, it's just you guys. Enemies that just do nothing but jump around and get wrecked. Yeah, I've already fought several of you guys. You're just another one of the basic enemies. That's another dude to fall. This game reminds me of Super Bonk in a lot of ways. Jesus, 400, not bad. Excuse me. What the fuck? The fuck are you, Mr. Gorilla? Gorillaman? Gorilla Pig? Oh, my face. Those eyes, though. Hello? I am hitting that one. I was hitting that one, too. Ah! Oh, no! 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 Thanks. That was rude. He, like, got out of my stun. How do I get up there? There we go. Okay. Whip! Rip! I wanted to go back to that town. Motherfucker. My character decided to not jump. Oh. I forgot it's the convenience store, not the hotel. Well, now you get to see my mech suit. Whee! I have to go to the convenience store to save out of town. Not the hotel. I knew that. It's just... I was hoping. So yeah, the area we just came from was right here. Basically the Stonehenge looking spot. We just came out of here, which is basically like an abandoned town. We got, in case you didn't see this, we got the ultimate scroll, which tells me how to beat Nargi, the final villain, the true villain of this game. It tells me we need a feather sword. To defeat the final boss. So we have that now. As well as our Power Rangers mech droid. I just woke up from a nap, so I'm not so eloquent right now. And my PC is blazing fast now with my i9 CPU, but I didn't have enough fan ports on my mobile, so I had to use the CPU fan and CPU pump fan ports, so it's a little loud right now. I'm sorry. I hope you can hear me all right. And nice. Nice. I'm glad. I'm glad you have a blazing fast computer that can kick some ass. You guys all make me feel bad knowing that you know about computers and I don't. I don't know why. You and Zero. It just feels like, I know you're not trying to, but it just, it just makes me feel like you, I do. Not that you guys are intentionally doing it at all, but it's just like, when I go up against your knowledge of that stuff, it just makes me feel bad. It makes me like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Because it just makes me want to be able to have a better PC, to be able to compete when I don't need to for gaming at all. And there's nothing I need to compete with. It's just, it makes me feel inadequate that I have a less powerful machine, even though Zero has the same machine I do. It's just, he knows how to get a better one, and I think he has a better one now. I could be wrong. He said something about getting a new computer. But, it's been one little thing I learned at a time as this stuff broke. I had to learn to fix it myself. No, I agree. I understand that. But I've messed up I've messed up a few machines here and there by being an idiot. And I just don't know. My dad's the tech guy. He knows how to be able to take care of things. What the hell was that stutter just now? Like when my computer gave me the blue screen of death and would not restart, he had to go into the BIOS settings or whatever, and he was able to fix that for me. Fuck you, fire. You and your lazy ass face.
It's like, I'm tired of being a fire. I just want to watch the world burn, but I don't want to be the one to burn it. Yeah, I hate that wall. Woo! Whoa.
My character was like spamming attack for some reason. That momentum. Okay, you're the one with the fire on the ledge that I gotta be wary of because you're a dick. You're a massive douchebag who likes to. Okay. Oh, phew. Okay. Yeah, you're the massive douche nozzle who likes to sit there at the edge. I hate that. That's so bad because they don't go off screen. It's really, really annoying. Okay. Okay, back here. So we need not items right now. So that's S. S. Yes, this convenience store. So. Okay. All right. I heard 2 mean guys have been attacking our neighbors. If they attack the city, we'll be in big trouble. Something must have happened in Granpalas. They won't respond to the radio. I haven't taken a shower for a month. Sorry to hear that. Go take a shower. For a month straight. Like, just sit in the shower for an entire month. So Dragon Egg is an item that I found out through NPC dialogue that if you die on platforming segments, it allows you to continue it. One byte equals 8 bits. That's why 4 bytes would be 32 bits. Get it? Fuck you. Shut up. 32 bits doesn't mean you get bitten 32 times. This game is so self-aware. Fuck off! N4 is a nibble. 8 bits is a byte, but N4 is a nibble. What's N4? Sorry for no N. What? Oh, 4. But 4 is a nibble? Sorry, you lost me, what? I'm very... A nibble is 4... Oh, a nibble. Ah, I get it. I never heard the term nibble. I've heard bytes, megabytes, terabytes, you know, terabyte, all that kind of stuff, but I've never heard the term nibble. I guess there would be. I guess that would make sense. Makes sense. I don't know. I barely know computer terms. I know it's data, an amount of data, but I don't know all that. It's all the same to me. That's why I don't care about PCs, because I don't know about that shit. I just know a size of a thing, and that's about it. That's why I also don't care about 30 or 60 frames, because I can barely tell. Because I've never really... I can't compare... My eyes are not something good like that. I can only tell the difference if I'm playing something side by side, or if I played a game long enough in 1 frame per second and notice the upgrade. Like when I play Kingdom Hearts all my life. Most of my life, not all of it. And then played the remasters, which is now in 60 FPS. That was one way to tell. But playing like... Trying to tell when I'm playing Dark Souls in